It's just loading. And we're back, Madam Mayor.
Thank you very much. I have a motion regarding resuming an open session. A motion moved by Councillor McPherson and seconded by Councillor Timmers that council resume in open session. Madam Clerk, would you please take the vote?
Thank you. Councillor Brunet.
Yes, please.
McPherson. Councillor McPherson.
Yay.
Councillor Miklick.
Yay.
Councillor Pachariva.
Yes.
Councillor Reimer.
Yay.
Councillor Rajima.
Yes.
Councillor Russell.
Yes, please.
Councillor Timmers. Mayor Easton.
Yes.
And that carries. Thank you.
Madam Clerk, I have a motion moved by Councillor Pachariva and seconded by Councillor Russell as it relates to item 14.1. If you would read it, please.
Yes, thank you. As it pertains to item 14.1, that council receive for information report CS 0420 regarding Niagara 2021 Canada Summer Games and Lincoln Legacy Development Update, and that staff receive a direction as a result of discussion based on report CS 0420. As it pertains to item 14.2, that council receive for information an update by the CAO and Economic Development Officer as it pertains to TVTA, and that the council and that the CAO move forward as directed in closed session. I'll now call your names. Councillor Brunet.
Nay.
Councillor McPherson.
Yay.
Councillor Miklick.
Yay.
Councillor Pachariva.
Yay.
Councillor Reimer.
Yay.
Councillor Rajima.
Yay.
Councillor Russell.
Yay.
Councillor Timmers.
Yay.
Mayor Easton.
Yay.
And that carries.
We'll move on now. Almost finished, councillors. We'll move on to item number 15, motion to approve bylaws. We have 4 bylaws for consideration today. Do members have any comments on individual bylaws? I'll start with 2020-31, a bylaw to establish a new records retention schedule. Are there any questions of the clerk? Madam Clerk, I have a quick question, and I'm not looking for details. Do you have a plan for the retention of records prior to amalgamation?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I do. And I can reach out to those in the organizations in the community to help with the understanding of that.
Thank you very much. Councillors, item 2020-32, a bylaw to provide for the appointment of a deputy clerk. Any questions? Item 2020-33, a bylaw to amend bylaw 2019-99, a bylaw to authorize civil marriage solemnization service for the town of Lincoln. Questions? And finally, 2020-34, authorize a site plan assumption agreement with 2410002 Ontario Inc. Vista Ridge Block. Any questions on that bylaw? There being none, I have a motion moved by Councillor Timmers and seconded by Councillor Reimer that leave be given to approve the following bylaws. 2020-31, bylaw to establish a new records retention schedule for the town of Lincoln and repeal bylaw 02-69. 2020-32, bylaw to provide for the appointment of a deputy clerk for the town of Lincoln and repeal bylaw 2018-69. 2020-33, bylaw to amend bylaw 2019-99, being a bylaw to authorize civil marriage solemnization service for the town of Lincoln. and 2020-34 authorize a site plan assumption agreement with 2410002 Ontario Inc., Vista Ridge Block 118. Madam Clerk, would you call the vote?
Counselor Brunei,
Yay.
Counselor McPherson,
Yay.
Counselor Miklick,
Yay.
Counselor Pachariva,
Yay.
Counselor Reimer,
Yay.
Counselor Rajima,
Yay.
Counselor Russell,
Yay.
Counselor Timmers,
Yay.
Mayor Easton,
Yes.
and that carries.
Thank you. We will now confirm the proceedings of this council meeting. I have a motion moved by Councillor Brunei and seconded by Councillor Russell that leave be given to introduce bylaw number 2020-35, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of special council at its meeting held Monday, June 29th, 2020, being read a first, second, and third time. That bylaw number 2020-35 be enacted and passed, and that the mayor and clerk sign and seal the said bylaw. Madam Clerk, would you call the vote?
Thank you. Counselor Brunei,
Yay.
Counselor McPherson,
Yay.
Counselor Miklick,
Yay.
Counselor Pachariva,
Yay.
Counselor Reimer,
Yay.
Counselor Rajima,
Yay.
Counselor Russell,
Yay.
Counselor Timmers,
Yay.
Mayor Easton,
Yay.
that carries.
Thank you very much. Councillors, before we motion to adjourn the meeting, do members have any comments? Councillor Mikelic.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to put it out to staff. You'd sent an email yesterday regarding Charles Daly Park, and I had a conversation earlier with Mr. Deaney, and Charles Daly Park, I took a walk through Charles Daly Park yesterday around 2 o'clock, and I thought, what a great place. And I feel it's going to be an extremely important discussion that we have with regards to the future of that park and how we can gain some revenue from it, whether it's developing partnerships with retail, with local businesses, admission fee charges, paddleboard rentals. There's all sorts of things that we could be doing. And I'm just wondering, like, if we should be, as a council, considering a working group. I hate to use the word task force, but we should be tasking ourselves to find ways to generate income. And I'm not sure how to really move forward on that idea, but I think it's a valuable asset, and I think it's ready, it's marketable. Staff has done a fantastic job making it a desirable place to go, and I think people are flocking there, and especially with this COVID pressures that might be put on us financially, I think we need to start really hunkering down and trying to find ways to generate some income, even if it's a simple $5 or $20 per car charge, as has been mentioned in the past. I think we need to get on that sooner than later. Not that we're going to be able to implement anything in the near future, but certainly for next year moving forward. So that's the only comment I have.
All right. Thank you very much for that. I'm just going to establish what where your comments can go so that they can be productively dealt with. Mr. Kirkopoulos, would you see this on the next finance agenda?
Through you, Madam Mayor. I know the councillor referenced a conversation he had with Mr. Deaney. I don't know if I'd see it on the next finance agenda, but I think as we look at revenue opportunities and we head into budget, staff can definitely report back on this and talk to our staff in community services that are responsible for the park and look at what are the benefits. I know, as I highlighted with members of council earlier today, we did enter into a partnership during the summer months with Just Cooking to sell ice cream at Charles Daly. So I think there's an example of us working together. There's a continued focus on that, and I think we'll look at other options. We'll look at what other municipalities are doing as well.
Okay, does that in some way meet your need at the moment, Councillor Mikulik?
It does, and there's just one further point I'd like to make, or one further request I'd like to make of staff. Investigate the possibility or the idea of, similar to what's happening in other parks and other provinces, and I don't know the details within Ontario, but to investigate the possibility of allowing a recreational bottle of wine, in the park. I don't know the technicalities regarding the sale of wine, pop-up tents or pop-up festival. I don't know the details with regards to that, but I certainly don't see a problem with having a glass of wine watching a sunset, if that is at all possible from a legal point of view. That's something we can talk to perhaps Sam Oosterhoff about. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Krikopoulos, would you also take that as another item that needs to have some background provided for it?
Absolutely, Your Worship, and I saw Mr. Deanny with his hand up.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
And-
already on it.
He may be. Mr. Deanny, did you want to make a comment?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and through you to the councillor. And we did have a quick conversation earlier this afternoon about that. So last year in the provincial budget, the province sort of changed some of the rules around allowing municipalities to designate parks as being open for alcohol consumption. So in chatting with our Director of Community Services earlier today, she had indicated that they were already had it on their work plan to work with bylaw about updating our parks bylaw, which currently prohibits the consumption of alcohol. So I know Community Services is potentially looking at that update later this year. As the councillor mentioned, obviously that doesn't preclude a potential pop-up tent or a company coming in to sell some alcohol, but obviously that would be under a special occasion permit in addition to updating our bylaw. So anyway, as I said, it's something we're definitely looking at, or Community Services looking at.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Councillor Mikulik. I don't see, yes, I do see another name, Councillor Russell.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Sorry not to belabor this. I know it's now Canada Day Eve. Just wanted to clarification on that last point from Mr. Deanny. Would that also include cannabis or just strictly be alcohol?
Mr. Deanny?
Through you, Madam Mayor, to the councillor, I'd have to get back to you on that one. I think it's just alcohol.
Okay, I would, again, that would be the preference. I just know it would be a slippery slope if you did open up a big can of worms. I heard some stories about some things happening on the beach, Charles Daly Park this past weekend. So it's already happening, but I wouldn't want it to be a legal venture. Thank you.
You're talking about cannabis, Councillor.
Yes,
Right.
Madam
Okay.
Mayor.
Thank you very much. All right. I have a motion moved by Councillor Reimer and seconded by Councillor Timmers that special council on June 29 be adjourned at 12:12 p.m. 24:12
AM.
a.m. 12 a.m. 24:12. And I'll ask our clerk to call out the vote.
Councillor Brunei,
Yes.
Councillor McPherson,
Yay.
Councillor Mikulik,
Yay.
Councillor Pachariva,
Yes, please.
Councillor Reimer,
Yay.
Councillor Rajima. Councillor Rajima, you're on mute. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Councillor Russell,
Yay.
Councillor Timmers,
Yay.
Mayor Easton,
Yes.
we're adjourned.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks very much, everyone, for your participation.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Canada Day Eve, I guess now.
Right.
Yeah, thanks very much, everyone. And I'm not going to make any comments about the length of the meeting.
Safe drive to everybody who's driving.
And I
Yeah.
thought this was a
It's late.
short agenda tonight.
Oh, well.
I totally lost the bet.